Ah, Saints and Sinners. You know, the superior virtual reality game. I've had a dying love for this game for a very long time. I was devastated when you could only play it on Rift. I was lost, and I prayed to God that he would release Walking Dead Saints and Sinners on the Oculus Quest. And one day, my friends, he answered my prayer. On the glorious day of October 13th, 2020, the game was released to Quest. And now I'm making a video about it. I decided to change up the formula for this video because I felt like the first one was just me talking slowly and explaining what to do in the game. So instead for this video, I'm going to tell you my experience rather than like a tutorial for the game. I think it'd make it a little more interesting. With that out of the way, let's jump into it, as many say. Oh hey, the trial for the new game mode, that might be fun. Wait, why am I on a boat? Oh yeah, that's because I went somewhere before this video. I forgot where, but it doesn't matter. Okay, for the rest of the video, every time I run, these black circles kind of go around on the edges. It's really annoying, and yeah, you're just gonna have to suck it up. Anyways, here's the school bus. Pretty neat, huh? Got a bed, got a chest area. I don't have a bandage. Man, that sucks. Wow, I have 2 spoons in my backpack. That's great. Oh, I also do have some other stuff. Well, it actually turns out that anything that has purple around it, you can't throw away because apparently they're useful items. So my dumb self didn't know that while recording, so don't judge me too badly. What's great is that if you have these items, you can throw them away in the recycling bin. It's actually really useful to get materials. So this one damn spoon will get in the recycling bin. Come on, get in. Jesus, what is going on with the spoon? Okay, thank you. Well, you know what, maybe it's time for bed, which the only way of doing that is taking some alcohol. Ah yes, thank you for telling me it's day 10, and that supplies have dwindled and the dead have grown in number. That's definitely going to boost my confidence to keep myself alive. Well, I guess I gotta leave this shite hole. Ah yes, the papers you can use to craft things. Let me see if I can get anything. Ooh, a bat with nails on it. Steve Harrington, let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and build that. Ah, it looks so cool. Probably gonna break my foot, but who cares? Jesus, I'm getting so tired of the circle. Like, I'm walking at like 2 miles an hour. I'm not even running. Is my character like obese or something? God, it's irritating. Like, can they remove this circle, please? I can barely see. Well, might as well go somewhere different. Ooh, this place looks cool. It's got a star on it. Ah, yes, thank you for reminding me that you need to hold an axe with 2 hands. I was extremely unaware. You know what, maybe I prefer Saints and Sinners giving me preschool level tips rather than this, because this atmosphere and tone is creeping me out. Hey, look, a bottle. I can use this for supplies, you know, get weapons, put it in my backpack. We need to keep it on hand. You don't know what you could use it for. Ooh, I think we found a target. What the hell was that? Hello? Hey, it's a person.
I need meds, and I know you have some. Don't.
Okay, I don't have meds.
No one will get hurt.
Alright. You know what you do in this situation, guys? You gotta get your weapon out, because if you don't have what they demand... See my gun? I got one too. Stand down. Oh god, I am such a bad... I'm not a good shot. Deny. I am not good with confrontation. I mean, I was gonna kill her anyways because I'm a horrible person, but you know, this works too. Is that a zombie? Stay back. Oh, wow. Okay, shut the up. Okay, well, that was strange. On the good side, there was a lot of loot to this. I even found soda. Let's see what she had. Wow, half a revolver. You know what, this is very useful. I'll actually take that. Thank you, have a good time. Alright, you know what, this place sucked. Frick you. I actually enjoy the shithole that is known as my bus. After I arrived at the magic school bus on heroin, I decided to sell my items that I have found. I found a lot of stuff, and selling all of them would be really useful for supplies. I found glass, a lot of glass, wood. I found half a gun from that crazy lady. I found lime soda, but I didn't want to get rid of that because I'm really thirsty. But, yeah, pretty good find overall, because my other weapons were just my main weapons, the stuff I found. So, yeah, that's my stuff, my revolver, my knife, and, pretty good find. I never realized how disturbing this thing looked. I just had it because you can't get rid of it, but it looks creepy as hell. You know what, that was a lot today. Good night, Magic School Bus on heroin. Yeah, that's it. Time to take myself to sleep with some drugs. I think this game succeeds in many different categories. It has a really good story, it's got amazing graphics, the quality is way up there, it's got a good amount of items to use. It's just a really good game overall, and I hope you can see why it's my favorite, and maybe some of yours. Although there are some things I'd like to change about it, and I'm going to explain those right now. 1. Picking up items is kind of a pain in the ass. Have you ever gone to reach down and grab like a knife or like a glass to put in your backpack? Well, I have, and I end up grabbing one of my weapons. Everything's just too close together, and the distance from the grip of your hand from the item is actually pretty far, so your hand could like reach it from far away, which may sound good, but at the same time, it limits you from grabbing other stuff. You can always pick up the wrong thing. I had an issue with it most of the time. It really bothers me, and it kind of throws the gameplay off and just makes it feel less, good. Another system I think they should use is something that Population 1 uses, where you can hold a button and you can choose from a selection of weapons. It may not be as realistic, but it's a lot easier to handle, and you can get your guns way faster, and it's easier for combat. I think this would be a better alternative overall, and I think it'd help with combat and pulling weapons out and not having to, struggle with that. 2. Okay, this might be a real big issue, but endurance in this game. Every person always has the black circle around them when they start sprinting. Not even sprinting, just walking a little faster. It's actually really irritating and not very realistic. I don't really know anyone who gets this tired this quickly from walking a couple feet. It hurts the gameplay a lot, and it can be really effective when you're in combat and running around, because now you lose the edges of your screen. It's mainly a big problem for me because I want to see everything in the wide scope. If someone's coming from behind or someone's on the side, I want to be able to see all of that, but this kind of limits that when you're running away. So hopefully they can get rid of that or have another indication that you're losing health or losing stamina, because this is not really a good way of doing it. Alright, and the last one. I want them to add multiplayer. Now, multiplayer has been hyped up on Saints and Sinners for a while, and it's actually a really cool thing on VR. Multiplayer allows you to play with other people, and it's really cool. You guys already know what it is, but on VR, it's extremely fun. A lot of games that do this well are Echo VR, Population 1. You got a ton of games that can do it pretty well. Saints and Sinners doesn't have multiplayer, which kind of it kind of makes it a little more boring, I'd say. The game's still fun, but there's only 3 different things you can do. The trial, story mode, and then you can live out an adventure in the days thing. It's pretty cool. That's what I do. I kind of just go by day. I don't really do the story mode, not really into stories. But the mode you can do is pretty fun, but I really think multiplayer would add more to it. Imagine being able to trade items with friends, or even like being able to sell stuff and get money, and have more shops. You could go to shops, you could have a posse. That'd be really cool. Have a camp, have a posse, have a house to defend yourself from the zombies. I think there's a lot more they can add, and they are working on this game. There have been updates and stuff like that. I mean, they even made the advantage to add it to Quest, which I think was a really good idea. So it opens the gates to more people to play it. I think that was a really good idea, but I sincerely hope multiplayer is coming, because I did see some things about multiplayer coming out possibly, but I'm not for sure on it. I think that might be Rift only, but it's fine. But if they did add multiplayer, that'd be pretty cool. Next, the gameplay of the trial. The trial is actually pretty cool. It's like Call of Duty Zombies, where you fight off the waves and let them keep coming. It's pretty basic, but I think it's a good step in the right direction. You can fight zombies, you can test your combat. That's what I used it for. It's like a good way to practice your combat and get way better at it. I really enjoy it, when you don't want to do a story or anything, you just want to fight zombies. It's actually really cool. They got a good system of doing it. You can buy certain weapons the more you go. I think it's awesome. It's more like a simulator, you can see how high you can get and what you can do. I really like the trial, and I played it a lot for this video. It's like one of my favorites now. Really enjoy it. Trial's good, but yeah, that's the main gameplay, and that's everything that I've talked about. Here's kind of the rating part of the video where I rate the game and, tell you how much it is and see if you want it, because this series is mainly about getting people to buy these games if you're interested or you have an Oculus, because a lot of people got them this year, and I think it'd be really useful to you guys. To rate this game out of 10, I would rate it a 7 to 8 out of 10. I'm kind of biased because I like zombie games and really bloody stuff, but it is a really good game. Even though some mechanics may be flawed, that doesn't take away the gameplay that much, although some of them do. But it's a really fun game. I recommend it. I think it goes for about $40. You'd really enjoy it. You can live out your adventure like in The Walking Dead if you are a big fan of that show. I think it's a really good way to fight zombies and act like you're actually there, because we've had zombie fighting games, a lot of them, but not really on VR, and I think it's really cool they're starting to add those to VR. This game gives me major Left 4 Dead 2 vibes, and I really like that. I hope they add more games like this. I hope they add multiplayer. I hope they fix some of the issues I stated in this video. But besides that, Saints and Sinners is a really good game, and I also hope to continue this series. Thank you, and goodbye.